Hi trainers, welcome back to Outside the Gym, a FitBudd interview series where we call upon trainers from all across the globe to share their insights. Our very special guest today is Shruthi Reddy, the owner of her very own dance fitness studio, Ready to Dance. So let's see what she has to share. Welcome Shruthi. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hello, hello. Thank you for having me. I'm very honored to be here with you.
We're so glad to have you. How have you been?
I've been great. I mean, it's a new year. We're still in January. So, and new business goals, new, directional goals for business. So it's exciting time. So I'm doing well.
Wonderful. So you're a business owner, you have your own dance studio, Ready to Dance. I love the name, by the way. I'm a big fan of puns. I think it's a great name.
Thank you.
When did this idea of building your career in dancing and fitness first come to your mind?
Yeah, I would say so. It's something that didn't start as of course, I've been a dancer pretty much all my life since I was 3, and I was also in fitness. So I was doing both dance and fitness sideways. I would say I would spend some time playing sports and I would do dance, and then sometimes people would ask me to when I was at these fundraisers and stuff, people would ask me to teach. Oh, can you teach like a dance? And then I would teach them, and they will say, oh, can you like not change steps too much? Like, can you just keep it? And then I was like, oh, okay, so you want to learn the same steps. So it was like it's almost honestly people who kind of gave me that direction. And I'm talking about, this is when I was a teenager. So it wasn't the time when dance fitness was so big. There wasn't anything called, people weren't calling it dance fitness yet. There were some people who were doing it. But for me, that was the first step where I have to break down a choreo, take 1 or 2 steps, and then just repeat them until people got it. And then I was like, okay, now I'm going to change the step. So as I did that more and more, I started to use it for like fundraising dance workouts, so to lead the crowd and to keep the crowd engaging for people who are not so much of a dancer, but they just want to dance. And I was always in fitness, and I would go to group dance fitness classes, which like Afro belly and I would be amazed with people who are able to talk while they are teaching. So it was more of me observing, and I always aspired to be one of those. And it's awesome to say that I am now one of them, and I absolutely love being, and I consider this as an honor to be in this space, because I am nobody without my students, right? So I'm teaching it to others. So I need people to be able to follow along. So I'm absolutely grateful for the journey and the people that I met along. So it started as, I didn't just jump in. I was doing a lot of fundraising events, and then I got certified. Then it was like kind of playing around, and 2020, I was doing it as a side gig. I was doing a lot of corporate wellness events. 2021 is when I said, let's do this. Let's jump all in and put all my energy into this. And I received more from the universe, and it is my career, and I'm very, very honored and blessed to say that.
Yeah, that's one big goal checked off.
Yes, I mean, it's a beginning of it, but hey, they say starting is like halfway done, right? So I'm keeping that vibes, and it's scary. It's not easy to be in it, but you got this. And that's like the word that I like tell myself. And hey, there's only up from here. So
Absolutely. So you have your own app, you have your own business, and of course you're a FitBudd user. So can you share one FitBudd feature that has really helped you and that is like come in the most handy for you personally?
Oh, wow. So, I have a lot of things that I absolutely love about FitBudd, because I'm not, a client, and now I'm building friendship with some of the key players in the app. So I absolutely love that. I was using a similar app, which was actually through a friend of mine who built, and he was the founder of it, and he wanted me to try it. I was using his app, and I was, kind of testing it out, and I was their first person to do it. And I was absolutely grateful because I was in the process of turning this into a business, but I didn't want it to be just teaching in-person classes. And I didn't want to just have like a YouTube big audience. I love the one-on-one connection, and I love to build and be an accountability coach, right? Somebody that I could like check if that work is done, if are they doing it. And I feel like having that accountability coach will really take it. My friend's app was giving me that feature, and there was some hiccups in that app when I was using it. And I wanted something that is not only satisfies with all the features that I was looking, which is like being a trainer, being able to assign a workout, being able to manage and have that one-on-one relationship, and be able to have like my own, like, I am the boss. I mean, if I want to be working for somebody, then I would go work for a corporate, right? So FitBudd, one of the things that, there are so many companies that can do the app, that can give all these features. But for me as a business owner, the freedom of having me to decide what and how I want to play the app, how I want to structure my own pricing, how I want to build that relationship, having able to manage different payment plans. And you guys are always work in progress. Give me an opportunity to help you guys like discuss what are the next features that I would like to see. And that is priceless to me, giving me a voice in your company and building this through all the trainers, and also giving me, different options. And I get to do what I love to do, which is being a fitness coach and an accountability coach for my clients. And I cannot wait to see what other awesome features that you come up with, and that will only benefit my business even further.
There's a lot to come. It's just the beginning, and it's just going to go uphill, just like you said before. So one more thing I would like to ask you. You said there were a few hiccups you faced earlier on with different apps. So what were the challenges prior to FitBudd that you were facing when it came to running your own business?
Yeah, so it's one of those, as a business owners, there was a couple things that I wanted to, when I came on FitBudd, I did see that there are some that were there on the other ones that were missing, but I knew that there was always going to be one, that will do better than the other. But overall, I have to draw like, what are some of the things that were really important to me is I want to be able to have a way where I can talk, and I could do that in several ways. I guess I could film a certain point, but what I really like is the follow along feature. That is an option that you guys have, and I could build a workout where with just, sometimes people don't want to listen to my music, they want to listen to their own podcast, they just want the quieter. So I can have that option where clients can just follow along a workout, they can do reps, they can do timed workouts. But the follow along wasn't an option with other apps as much. So you guys have that option as well, that I absolutely love. And the other thing that the hiccups that I had is, the biggest was the follow along I found out after I joined, but one of them was having the option to have nutrition all in one dashboard. So they weren't able to, like, now I can not only assign the recipes, I can have them be available for them to browse, because I don't want to tell them what they should eat. It's just not sustainable. People are going to sustain that for a little bit, but then they are going to have a family, they are going to go out to eat, they are going to have some groceries that you didn't tell them to buy, they bought it. So as long as they have an option to log in what they are eating, and then sometimes get an idea of like having some help. And that's, again, making fitness easy, making fitness like a freedom for them to follow, like helping them, have good habits, and making it easy for them. So that's, I think, what FitBudd did for me, is it made it to communicate that to my clients. Look, I'm giving you so many options. Look, you don't have to fall into one category. So I respect freedom as a business owner, and I assume that, or I expect that my clients would also appreciate freedom. I would say, not instead of assume, I expect that freedom is something that people value. Maybe not the top priority, but they value in some scale, right? So that's a feature that I didn't find so accessible in other apps.
Very, very well said. I'm so glad FitBudd has been able to help you. So,
Yes.
coming on to some more technical training and fitness questions, you coach dance as workouts. So, dance
Yes.
is something people do for fun as well. People dance at parties, in clubs, alone in their room. So, how is dancing for fun different, if at all, from dancing for fitness?
Yeah. Yeah. So, dancing in general, I'm just going to say that dancing in general is freeing. And, if you don't want to do it for workouts, that's okay. Just movement is always appreciated. But with that said, when you do dancing for fitness versus when you do it for fun, it's liberating when you're doing it for fun. It's very much so about mental, right? Because you're not caring about how you look like. You're just like letting your hair down, letting your like body move to the music, which is a great mental health exercise in its own. Now, when you take that into a workout, now people may hate to do squats if I tell them to do squats, but I sneak them in. It's like putting vegetables in a kid's, meal. Like you give them a broccoli, they're like, what the? No, I don't want to eat. You put them all in like a smoothie or something. You mix them in an egg. They'll eat it. It's like squats. You're not thinking about it. But if I put the squats in a dance routine in the middle, they're like, okay, I know this is a squat. I'm not enjoying it, but there's a beat to it. I'm going to get out of this. So it's a great way to get those muscles worked out and give a little bit more push to them by just adding them to it's a little bit more mindful. You're now with an intention of working that booty, working that arm. So doing it for fitness is like you don't have to do something that you don't like. If you already like dance, what a great way to get your heart rate up. What a great way to have the cardio done and at the same time get some tone in that booty.
So basically, dancing for fitness has some fun in it as well.
Yes, it's a major fun, but at the same time, you're also being intentional with it.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
all about the intent behind the movement. So
Absolutely.
follow-up question. Do you think dancing alone is sufficient as a workout, or do you recommend to your clients that they should add different forms of exercises to their routine as well?
Yeah, you're speaking my language. Absolutely. Yes, I am a dancer since I was young, and I was also in the fitness. But I will tell you, there are so many dances out here in where I live. It's very competitive. I personally also now teach dance fitness, and I'm also a performer. The art of performance is a sport. You're not going to be a strong dancer if you don't have the muscles to support that. A lot of dance, if you see hip hop, I'm not talking about just regular fusion dances, like Bollywood is a very fusion dance. But if you take a format, which Bollywood also has elements of hip hop, elements of dance, or elements of, salsa, bachata, all of these mixed in it, it's like, but if you look at, like, if you want to hit that beat with the power in it, you need your muscles to help you look that powerful. So, and in order for your muscles to tolerate that and give you that strength, working out those muscles, dedicating it is absolutely important. If you always hear this in dancers saying that, oh, when I was young, I used to dance like you. When I was, young, in my younger days, I could do that. And then I think it's because we think somehow you have to be a certain age to dance. It's because we forget that dance is something, it's gifted to us. It's given to us to carry along through our whole life. And the other thing is, it's only because it's your mind that's giving up. Your body wants to dance. You just need some training in those muscles to keep it going. So I believe that if you work out and on the toning of those muscles and give it and strengthening those muscles, you will be a better dancer. I think I definitely, when I put on a show, when I perform, you can tell that there is a powerful move that's coming out of me. And that's only because I take my time to do my weightlifting. I think strength training is just as important. And I think I use FitBudd mainly for that reason. I have a lot of dance followers, and I want FitBudd app, and what I do on FitBudd is actually more about strength training, because I cannot stress enough. If you want to live a happy, healthy, strong life, get fitness in your routine. It's the broccoli, it's the spinach that you need in your life. So get it. Even if you don't like it, spend 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And that's what these apps has done for me, is like I create very short, effective workouts for my clients. So you cannot say you're busy. You got 15 minutes for yourself, right? 10 minutes, come on, you can give me any time you have. Even if it's a shortest workout, like 5-minute stretches, just take that time for yourself, and I got you.
Yeah, that's some very good insights and truth bombs right there. So before we wrap up, Shruti, I would like to ask you, what is that one thing you wish you knew before you started your fitness business or your fitness journey? Or just one piece of advice you would like to give to all the aspiring entrepreneurs watching this video?
Wow. I wish I met FitBudd a lot before, but never too late. I think the journey of it is you're always learning. I mean, every day I'm learning something new. I do so many different, so that process will always go on. And I think I can always say, oh, I wish I met it sooner. I think as a business professional, what I would have liked it is to actually trust in myself a little bit more, a lot sooner. And I believe that I made the decision to quit whatever I was doing to do this. And then I met FitBudd. I didn't meet FitBudd and then decide. So it was a good lesson for me that you don't have to wait for all the signs to show up for you to make a decision. Make a decision, and universe will show you the signs. And I wish I knew and I believed in it a lot more stronger, to just whatever it may happen, this is what I want, let me go for it. And then universe showed up with FitBudd. I mean, I was doing with another app, and Instagram algorithm caught me talk about, I don't know what it caught me talk about, accountability or maybe fitness routines, and it popped up on my screen, and I believe that's a sign that you will get. So go for what you want, the universe will take care of you. So I just need to believe in it, and I wish I believed in it sooner, but never too late.
Wonderful. That was perfect. Thank you so much for spending time with us and sharing your journey. I had such a blast chatting with you.
Well, thank you. And yeah, thanks for taking this time to speak with me and get my thoughts. Appreciate that.
Thank you once again. Thank you so much for watching till the end. If you're interested in watching more of Outside the Gym, check out our playlist and make sure to subscribe.